Ashley Field with task number 17, wrapping a major surgery pack. So we're going to be wrapping our hospital's abdominal pack today, which is what we use for spays or any other major abdominal surgeries. So first things first, I'm just going to check all the instruments and make sure there's no blood, nothing broken, and that they look like they're okay to go through the autoclave. So I'm just going to take a look at them real quick. And we're going to be wrapping with 2 linen drapes today, which I have here. And we have our accordion folded inner drape, which is going to be used as the surgical drape for the patient. And that is a paper drape. We don't have a tin for the instruments. If we did have a tin that they would be wrapped in, I would just make sure to put a towel at the bottom before placing the instruments in those. But today they will be going inside of our inner drape for the surgical drape. And again, I'm just taking a quick look, making sure there's no obvious blood or material on the instruments, and they look to be working. Okay, so all the instruments look okay for packing. The materials I have today are 2 linen drapes, our inner drape for our surgical site, and then we have our autoclave tape, which is going to go on the outside of the pack, and this is a steam indicator autoclave tape, which will have black lines on it if it's been exposed to steam. And then we have our inner sterilization strip that will tell us if the entire pack was sterilized, and it'll tell us if the steam reached an appropriate temperature in the middle of the pack, so that way we know all of the instruments inside are sterilized. And I have our Sharpie marker that we'll use to label, and then I also have our 10 gauze squares, which will go in the inside of the pack as well, and I've already pre-counted these and just double checked to make sure that there are in fact 10. So we're gonna start. I'm gonna lay out our drape. We have a clean surface, there's nothing on it, and it was recently wiped down. Okay, so we have it on a diagonal. I'm gonna start, I'll place our accordion folded inner drape in the middle, and I'm just gonna flip it open. And I'm gonna lay the larger instruments on the bottom. So basically all the instruments with handles. I got our scissors and our Alice tissue forceps and our needle holders. And then I'll do our hemostats and making sure that all the instruments are open so that the entire instrument can be sterilized, nothing's clamped shut. And then I'm just gonna flip and do the next fold. And that is where I'm gonna put our towel clamps and our forceps and our snook hook. And then I will go ahead and put the 10 gauze squares on top of these as well, along with the indicator strip, since this is the most middle of the pack. And then we're gonna go ahead and start from the bottom. Leaving our tab, and then we'll do the sides. Again, making sure to leave a tab, and then the other side. Okay, and then I will do the last flap, which I'm going to pull tightly, and this is going to be tucked in, leaving the tab for the surgeon. And then I'm gonna get our second linen drape, and we're gonna do the same exact thing. Put it in the center. We'll do the bottom tab. Tabbing that over. And we'll do the sides. And then the other side. And again, the last flap will pull over and tuck in. Okay, so we have our pack wrap. There is a tab for us to pull to open it. So I'm gonna go ahead and place the tape. I'm just gonna do 2 strips, one on this side and we're going to leave a little tab on it so that it's easily removed. And then I'm just going to do another one over here since this is a little bit bigger of a pack. And again, we'll leave a little tab on the end to pull. And then we're going to go ahead and label it. So I'm going to put the date it was sterilized, my initials so everyone knows I wrapped it, and then what the pack is. So I'm going to put abdominal surgery pack, and then we just write the colors of the pack so they're color coded. So I'm just going to write yellow, black. Okay. All right. So it's dated, initialed, and the contents of the pack are labeled. So this is all set to be autoclaved.